Thank you all for being here tonight. I want to begin by congratulating, of course, Molly and Anna for their fantastic presentation. I didn't know I have to follow Molly when they asked me to come here tonight, so hard thing to follow. I want to thank President Rondeau for the invitation to share this commencement with the graduates. Welcome to the Board of Trustees, the fellow Foundation Board members, the faculty and staff of the College of DuPage, gathered family and friends, and of course, the incredible graduates. I want to stress how grateful I am to be here with you graduates and how humbled I am. And I didn't even know I was going to hear Molly. As a member of the Foundation Board, I've heard lots of the different stories, the unique stories that brought you here to this event this evening. Earning a higher education degree is a sincere challenge and an accomplishment which requires a great deal of drive and persistence. And I think that's the theme that I heard tonight and the theme that I would like to concentrate on. It's a subject of one of my favorite quotes, which President Calvin Coolidge said, "Nothing in the world can take the place of persistence. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent." Now, President Coolidge wasn't saying that other factors don't play a role in our lives. They certainly do. Everyone here comes from a different place, a unique and different experience, different goals and different dreams, and yet we are all sitting here tonight in the same room celebrating together, celebrating your success and your drive and your persistence. What Coolidge meant is that no matter where we come from, our backgrounds, our place of birth, the unique challenges we faced in life, we can persist. But it's up to us to advance ourselves, to do things that might scare us, to struggle, to persist. And I agree with President Coolidge, nothing can take the place of persistence. Look around this room. It is full of examples that prove President Coolidge correct. Take a moment to consider all the different origin studies in this room, students who came to College of DuPage out of high school, sitting next to students that are single parents, sitting alongside students who went back to school for a second career. All these different backgrounds and stories are tied together by the common bonds of persistence and determination. It's true that where you start in life shapes you and gives you your unique perspective on the world around you. It affects your understanding of the way the world works and opinions on the way it should work. But never forget that the beginning of your life does not have to dictate the rest of it. In fact, an analogy I like to use is that life can be compared to a football game with 4 quarters. And no, the clock did not start when you were born, learning to talk and walk and eat. All that's just the pregame warm-ups. No, the game really starts once you, and many of you have taken the concrete steps to living the life you want to live. That's the first quarter, identifying what you want to do and taking the initial steps to make it a reality. Just like in football, the time between the first and second quarter is really short. Second quarter begins as soon as you reach the other end of the stage this evening. In the second quarter, you're going to take the next steps. Some of you will go on to earn additional degrees. Some of you will directly enter the workforce. Some might take a complete left turn and do something the rest of us haven't dreamed of yet. The third quartile is the period of time where you're secure in your career, you're growing in responsibility, and hopefully you have some financial security, while the fourth quarter is your career pinnacle. That's where you're recognized for your accomplishments, you get promoted, you experience job satisfaction, God willing, you can retire. Now, I've just laid out the rest of your working life in about 30 seconds, but don't worry, it doesn't go that fast. I know some of the parents and the families, friends are in the audience contemplating what quarter of life they find themselves in. But as you have sit here today, you've already completed the first quarter, a truly transformative experience, an accomplishment in higher education. You have persisted and overcome challenges to be able to walk across the stage knowing more than you started and not not just from textbooks. You've also learned from the many experiences you've had here, the people you've met, and the faculty that have guided you and the challenges that you have overcome. So what's next? Right now, you're on the cusp of a life-changing moment, regardless of your next step. There are a lot of unknowns that are going to face you, but the persistence that carried you through college should carry you through the rest of your life. No matter what you're doing in the next quarter, no matter what you decide, keep your eye on the clock, because the fourth quarter is coming. Once it strikes zero, what will you be known for? Now is the time to start thinking about your legacy, believe it or not. Your impact on the community as you leave this great institution, and I dare say the world around you. What do you want future generations to know about you? In my engineering classes, I stress the importance of being a citizen engineer, someone that looks beyond their desk and the task in front of them and takes a role in making the world and the community a better place. Someone who recognizes that we are called to be citizens of our society, to contribute to our communities, to leave an impact. Now the fourth quarter, the beginning of the first quarter is exactly the time to start doing it. Your persistence comes back into play, helping you continue to overcome the obstacles and putting you in a place to make an impact. Now, I know you're like all of my students. You have no idea what's going on in the world that doesn't come across the screen on your phone. You're not sure of what the current events are. You guys should start reading the paper, watching local news. Be persistent in your quest for knowledge beyond the classroom. Get involved by volunteering in your community, joining a professional society. Examples are the ones that we heard about tonight. Professional societies that give back to scholarships that many of you benefited from by attending the College of DuPage. Go back to your high school. Tell them about your journey, unique experience, your persistence. You're also like my students that most of you probably could not, believe it or not, pass your 8th grade Constitution test today. You probably don't know the name of our governor or anybody else, so start getting involved. Not any state senator, not any state representative. Now, I'm not saying you need to run for Congress, although I'm proud to say one of my former students just ran for Congress last year. You can start looking to sit on different boards, school boards, get involved, attend town hall meetings, volunteer on election day, and vote. We need a diverse group of individuals representing us, just like the ones in this room from different backgrounds. Because remember, we all thrive when we have different perspectives, pushing us to find better solutions to the complex problems we face. So yes, focus on your careers, moving towards your goals, but never forget the importance of being an active citizen in our society. In the end, your legacy is not going to be the number of hours you worked, the amount of money you made, the number of Netflix programs you binge watched, the number of tweets you sent, or even the number of Facebook friends you acquired. Start thinking about your impact now. Now is the time, because each day is an opportunity to persist and shape your legacy and improve the community and world around you. Congratulations, graduates, and best of luck.